Hello everyone, welcome back to Maths Marathon classes. This time I'll be doing 2025 JEE in probability of January shift. It includes both first PU and second PU topic of probability concepts. Okay, so you see the weightage of this number of questions asked from different topics of this probability chapter. Okay, classical definition of probability, two questions are asked. Conditional probability, there is one question. Independent events, two questions. Theorem of total probability and Bayes theorem, there are three questions. Random variable, its mean and variance, three questions are asked. Based on the permutations and combinations, two questions are there. Altogether, we have 13 questions of the probability chapter, including both first PU and second PU concepts. Okay. So there are some mixing type questions also based on determinant. There are questions based on the I power n is also there is where is I is root of -1 integral powers of I we call correct on complex numbers. They are mixed with probability. Very nice questions are asked from this topic probability. We'll discuss the questions one by one of this probability chapter. Altogether we have 13 questions from this January shift 2025 JEE main. Okay. The first question we have, let A equal to Aij be a square matrix of order 2 with entries either 0 or 1. So only two entries are there, 0 or 1. Two elements are used to fill the four entries. Okay, 2 by 2 matrix. E is the event that A is an invertible matrix and you have to find the probability P of E. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix. A square matrix of order 2 is given with entries either 0 or 1. Okay. So we'll write the square matrix first of all of order 2, correct? A equal to square matrix of order 2 and it is E is the event that A is invertible. Invertible means determinant is not equal to 0, correct? Determinant of the matrix is not equal to 0. Let A is equal to a matrix Aij. I'll take Aij as ABCD for convenience. Of course, it is A11, A12, A21, A22. I'll name it as ABCD. Take the elements as ABCD. This is a square matrix of order 2 by 2 or 2 cross 2 we call. Determinant of A is not equal to 0 because A is an invertible matrix, correct? We need the condition that event E is that determinant A is not equal to 0. Determinant of A is how much? Determinant of A. Determinant of A is going to be equal to AD minus BC. Correct? Crisscross applesauce. Determinant of A we know how to find. And this should not be equal to 0. Determinant is not equal to 0 is the event E. Event E is this. I'll call this event E. Okay? Event E is such that determinant of A is not equal to 0. We need to find probability of E. Probability of E I have to find out. Probability of E is equal to how much? Probability that determinant is not equal to 0. Okay. What I'll do is I can use probability of the definition of probability, the classical definition of probability. Number of outcomes favorable to event E by total number of outcomes in the sample space. Sample space is how much? See, elements are either 0 or 1. Each entry can be filled by either 0 or 1. This can be filled in two ways. This can be filled in two ways, correct? So by fundamental principle of counting, the sample space has 2 to the power 4, 16 elements. So each entry can be filled by either using 0 or 1, right? So n of S is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. There are 16 square matrices with entries 0 or 1. So 16 matrices are possible. That is sample space, okay? And we want to find the number of outcomes which is favorable to event D. That is determinant of A is not equal to 0. Determinant of A is not equal to 0. The possible values of determinant A not equal to 0 is I can have determinant A is equal to 0. Possible values are with entries 0 or 1. We can have determinant A equal to 0, determinant A equal to 1, determinant A equal to -1. These are three possibilities. What I can do is, I can use the complement also. I can find out P of E as 1 minus determinant equal to 0. E is the event that determinant equal to 0. I can use P of E equal to 1 minus P of E dash. Correct? To find P of E, what I'll do is, probability of event E is equal to 1 minus probability of E dash, using this also I can find out, which is equal to 1 minus probability that determinant is equal to 0 into complement of determinant A not equal to 0 is determinant equal to 0. So probability that determinant of A is equal to 0, that becomes easier. Determinant of A equal to 0. That is 1 minus probability that number of outcomes favorable to the event that determinant A equal to 0, I'll find out. Determinant A will be equal to 0 if AD minus BC equal to 0, correct? AD minus BC equal to 0 for how many cases we find out? AD minus BC equal to 0 I want. I am taking the complement. AD minus BC is equal to 0. Number of outcomes favorable to the event, that is determinant A equal to 0 divided by number of outcomes in the sample space. Sample space has 16 outcomes, already told. Each entry can be filled in two ways. So denominator will be here 1 minus denominator is going to be 16. Sample space is 16 because each entry can be filled in two ways, either by 0 or 1. So n of s is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, which is 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 16. Correct? Number of outcomes in the sample space is 16. And I'm finding out number of outcomes where determinant A equal to 0. Okay? Determinant A is 0 means AD minus BC should be equal to 0. Various cases are possible here. AD minus BC can become 0 if AD is 1, BC is 1. Correct? 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1, 0. That's one possibility. Case 1 I can write AD is equal to 1, BC equal to 1. AD is 1, BC is 1. Both are 1. 1 minus 1, 0. AD is 1 possible if A is 1 and D is 1. Correct? BC is 1 possible if B is 1 and C is 1. This is one case. And AD minus BC can become 0 if AD is 0 and BC is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Correct? That is also possible. This is case 1 where AD is 1, BC is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Correct? Case 2 I can write AD is equal to 0 and BC is equal to 0. AD is 0 when the elements are either 0 or 1. AD can become 0 under different cases. A is 1, D is 0, or A is 0, D is 1, or both of them are 0. See, AD can become 0. AD can become 0 under the case A is equal to 0, D equal to 1. A equal to 1, D equal to 0. Or both of them are 0. A equal to 0, D equal to 0. Correct? AD can become 0 under these three cases. 0 into 1, 0. 1 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. BC can become 0 when B is 0, C is 1. Or B is 1, C is 0. Or B is 0, C is 0. Correct? AD is 0, BC is 0. Both are 0. In that case, 0 minus 0 will be 0. So, for every possibility here, corresponding to A equal to 0, D equal to 1, I can have 3 cases. Corresponding to A equal to 1, D equal to 0, I can have 3 cases. Corresponding to A equal to 0, D equal to 0, I can have 3 cases. Total I have 9 cases here. Correct? By fundamental principle, I can tell there are 9 possibilities where AD minus BC equal to 0 under this case. And 1 possibility here. All are equal to 1. All the elements are equal to 1. So there are 10 possibilities here. Correct? This will give 9 possibilities where determinant can become 0. And here there is 1 possibility where determinant can become 0. Correct? 9 plus 1, 10 possibilities are there. Correct? Where determinant can become equal to 0. So 1 minus 10 by 16. 1 minus 10 by 16. That is 1 minus 5 by 8. 1 minus 5 by 8, which is equal to 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is the answer. Option C. Question asked on 24th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2025. That's a very common question. It's a typical JEE Main level question. But also we can find this kind of question in the NCERT miscellaneous exercise of class 12th, okay, of the probability chapter. Same type of question is found, okay, where determinant is not equal to 0. A is invertible. Matrix A is said to be invertible if determinant is not equal to 0. Correct? Determinant is not equal to 0 is the event E. I'm using its complement. P of E is 1 minus P of E dash. E dash is complement. Complement of determinant A not equal to 0 is determinant A equal to 0. That becomes easy. Otherwise also we can find out where determinant is not equal to 0 means determinant not equal to 0 values are 1 or minus 1. Only two positives. That also you can find out. Making it 0 is much easier. I can discuss cases easily. I don't miss any cases so easily. Correct? So that's the advantage of making it 0. So 1 minus probability that determinant equal to 0 will give the event E, probability of event E, that is A is invertible, that is determinant is not equal to 0. Probability of determinant is not equal to 0 is 1 minus probability that determinant equal to 0. So very nice question asked, a simple one, but okay. So easily we can crack this question. Move on to the next one, question number 2 we have. Two numbers k1 and k2 are randomly chosen from the set of natural numbers. Then the probability that the value of I power k1 plus I power k2, where I is root of minus 1 is non-zero. So this is non-zero, correct? I power k1 plus I power k2 is non-zero. So E be the event that I power k1 plus I power k2 is non-zero. Okay? E be the event that I power k1 plus I power k2 is not equal to 0. Okay. I'll use again the complement. I'll find out P of E dash. I want to find P of E, which is 1 minus P of E dash. Want to find probability of this event E, where I power k1 plus I power k2 is not equal to 0. Complement of I power k1 plus I power k2 not equal to 0 is I power k1 plus I power k2 equal to 0. Making it 0 is easier always, correct? So what I'm going to find is P of E is equal to 1 minus P of E dash, which is equal to 1 minus probability of event E dash is what? Probability that I power k1 plus I power k2 is equal to 0. Probability that this sum becomes equal to 0. So you find out for which values of k1 and k2 the sum of these I power k1 plus I power k2 becomes 0. Okay. So you must be knowing about the integral powers of I first. The basic knowledge of integral powers of I is required here. I power 1 is I, which is root of minus 1. I square is minus 1. I cube is minus I. I power 4 is 1. You must know this. The integral powers of I. I power 1 is equal to I square, which is equal to minus 1. I cube is minus I power 4 is equal to plus 1. You must know this integral powers. And I power 5 is again becomes I. I power 6 will be I square, which is equal to minus 1. I power 7 will be I cube, which is minus I. I power 8 is 1. I to the power multiples of 4 is 1, correct? I to the power 4n is 1 for all n belongs to Z. You must know that. Anyway, they are taking the values of k1 and k2 from natural numbers here. Okay, integers are not, they're only natural numbers. For us, what is important here is the periodicity. The value is going to repeat here. See, I square is minus 1. I power 6 also minus 1. I cube is minus I power 7 also minus I power 4 is 1, I power 8 is 1. It repeats, correct? For if you increase this value by 4, again the value repeats. I can tell something like periodicity. Periodicity is 4, I can tell. Okay. So note that the possible values of k1 and k2. I power k1 and I power k2 is there, no? What are the different values of k1 I can assign, you find out. Because I want to find the probability of this event, means number of outcomes favorable to this event by total number of outcomes in the sample space. Sample space is how many outcomes you find out first. Okay, because I power k1 is taking only 4 values. I power k1 can be equal to I or minus I, 1 or minus, only 4 values are possible, correct? So I can, after that you give any value, again it repeats. See, what I mean to tell is, if you consider I power k1, if we consider I to the power k1, okay, k1 can take the values, n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3. Only these values are possible. Only these values are possible for k1. K1 can take only these 4 values. After that, if you assign any values, the value is going to repeat. I power k1 will take the same values as that of the values obtained here, correct? K1 can take the values K1 can take the values n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3. Only these four values are possible. If you take next value n plus 4, I power n will be same as I power n plus 4, correct? So I power n plus 1 same as I power n plus 5. So these are the four possible values for K1, so that I power K1 will take the values 1 minus 1 I minus I. Okay, these are the four values possible. Same way, I power K2 if we consider, I power K2, K2 can take the values n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3. Only these four values are possible, where n is a natural number. According to the question, they assign values from set of natural numbers only. Okay, so where n is a natural numbers. K1 can take four values, K2 can take 4 values, 4 into 4, 16 values. So, I power K1 plus I power K2, the sample space, I can have 16 values in the sample space for this. K1 can be n, K1 can, K2, K1, K2, correct? Both can be n, K1 and K2. What are the distinct values of K1 and K2? Natural numbers I can give. Both can be n, or n plus 1. n plus 2, n plus 3, like that, n plus 1 with n plus 1, n plus 1, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 1, n plus 3. For each of this, there are 4 possibilities of K2. For each values of K1, there are 4 possible values of K2. So there are 16 outcomes in the sample space. N of S is 16. So this is equal to 1 minus number of outcomes favorable to the event that I power K1 plus I power K2 is equal to 0, divided by number of outcomes in the sample space. Sample space has 16 outcomes, correct? Because I power K or I power K1 will take only 4 values. What are the possible values of K1? Is only 4 values, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3. For 4 possible values of K1, for each values of K1, there are 4 values of K2. Correct? So 4 into 4, 16 outcomes are there in the sample space. That is by using fundamental principle of counting. Sample space has 16 outcomes. When does this sum become 0 is see? Sum, you know that I plus I cube is 0. If you add I plus I cube, it becomes equal to 0. Also you see I square plus I power 4 will be equal to 0. I square is minus 1, I power 4 is plus 1, I square plus I power 4 is 0. That means the powers should differ by 2. Powers difference should be 2, then only the sum becomes 0. I power K1 plus I power K2 will be 0. If K1 and K2, the difference is 2. So what I can tell is, if you take K1 as n, I should take K2 as n plus 2. I power n plus I power n plus 2 will be equal to 0. Correct? N with n plus 2. Or I can interchange I power n plus 2 plus I power n is equal to 0. That means K1 is n, K2 is n plus 2. Here K1 is n plus 2, K2 is n. I interchange K1, K2. Next possibility is I can take K1 as n. If you take I power n plus I power n plus 2, that is already over. No, I power n plus 1 I can take, sorry. I power n plus 1 and I power n plus 3, sum will be 0. Correct? I power n plus 1 plus I power n plus 3 is going to be 0. I power n plus 1 plus I power n plus 3 is equal to 0. Because powers difference is 2. Correct? Difference of the powers is 2. Same way I can interchange the values of K1 and K2. Correct? So that will be what? I power n plus 3 plus I power n plus 1 is equal to 0. If you take n, I should take n plus 2. You can't take n and n plus 3. I power n plus 3 will not be 0. Only these are the 4 possibilities where I power K1 plus I power K2 can become 0. So number of outcomes where I power K1 plus I power K2 is 0 is 4 possibilities. So 1 minus 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4 is the answer. Important thing you should observe is this: the K1 can take only 4 values. Okay, that's the important thing. because after that you assign any value, it repeats. The possible values of I power k1 or I power k is only 4 values. I minus I, 1 and minus 1. I power 1 and I power 5, I power 9, all same as I only. I square, I power 6, I power 10, I power 14, etc. all are minus 1 only. Correct? So how many values are possible for k1 and k2 you should see first. Then you should see number of outcomes in the sample space. And for which cases sum will become 0, you must know. So question asked on 28th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. And also one more, the similar type of question we can expect in the coming days. I can write in terms of omega. Same type of question they can ask in omega. Omega, you know, cube root of unity. 1 plus omega power k1 plus omega power k2 equal to 0, for which what is the probability that if k1 and k2 are taken from natural numbers, okay, what is the probability that 1 plus omega power k1 plus omega power k2 is not equal to 0, is non-zero, they can ask. That is another question which is not appeared so far, they can ask on probability. It's a nice question asked on 28th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. So this is based on the classical definition of probability I have done there. This question and even the previous one, both are based on the classical definition of probability. So I am also using the complement. P of E is 1 minus P of E dash. Your determinant is not equal to 0 for an invertible matrix, and I use 1 minus probability, the determinant equal to 0. Okay. So both similar type of question. You must know the knowledge of determinant also. Here also you must know about the arrangements, permutations also required here. When AD becomes 0, when BC becomes 0, all those things, cases. 3 into 3, 9 plus 1, 10 cases we had where determinant becomes equal to 0. Here I power k1 plus I power k2 becomes 0 for only 4 possibilities. 4 cases are possible, correct? So 4 by 16 is 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. Answer is option B. Move on to the next one. Yes, be the set of all words that can be formed by arranging all the letters of the word garden. From the set, yes, one word is selected at random. The probability that the selected word will not have vowels in the alphabetical order. So this is on the probability with permutations and combination. The word garden has 6 letters and all the letters are distinct. There is no repetition. And the vowels are E and A. Correct? A and E are the 2 vowels present. So 6-letter word with 2 vowels and 4 consonants. I can tell that. From the set, yes. Yes is set of all words that can be formed. So sample space will have 6 factorial word arrangements. Correct? So we can arrange the word garden 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? Garden is a word given to us. Okay, we can arrange this in 6 factorial ways. 6 factorial. There are 6 letters here. 6 letters, all are distinct, and there are 2 vowels and 4 consonants. So sample space n of s is equal to 6 factorial. Okay. We want to find the probability that the selected word will not have vowels in the alphabetical order. So vowels are A and E, will not be in the alphabetical order. You can take the event E as vowels not in the alphabetical order. Words with vowels not in the alphabetical order will not have vowels in the alphabetical order. Vowels are not in alphabetical order, right? Vowels are not in alphabetical order. Vowels are not in alphabetical order. Want to find this? What I'll do is find P of E, which is equal to 1 minus P of E dash. 1 minus P of E dash. Vowels are not in alphabetical order. Correct? That means 1 minus probability that vowels are in alphabetical order. I'll do 1 minus probability that vowels are in alphabetical order. Vowels are in alphabetical order. Vowels are in the alphabetical order. This is 1 minus probability that when does vowels will be in alphabetical order. There are 6 places here, correct? First I'll arrange the consonants in 4 factorial ways. Consonants are G, R, D, N. These 4 consonants can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Okay? And I'll select 2 places out of the 6 places available here to fill the word garden. So out of 6 places, first we'll select the 2 places for the ovals, and I'll arrange it in the alphabetical order only, because I'm finding ovals are in the alphabetical order, correct? Probability that ovals are in alphabetical order. So that can be done in 6C2. First I'm selecting the 2 places for the 2 consonants A and D. Selection of 2 places, okay, out of the 6 places available, I'll select the 2 places for consonant. Selection is done. Arranging is automatically in only one way, because I have to arrange in alphabetical order only, A, E only. I can't swap it, E, I can't make it, A, E only, correct? So just I'm selecting the 2 places for the consonants, for the ovals, and remaining 4 consonants can be arranged in 4 factorial ways and divided by, sample space has 6 factorial number of words, correct? So this is the required answer. And now do the calculation, get the answer. Hope you understand. The ovals should be in alphabetical order. There are 6 positions here to fill the word garden. First you select the 2 places for the ovals A and E. So 2 places can be selected from 6 places in 6C2 ways, correct? And after selecting, no need to arrange those 2 ovals, because it will be in AE only, because I am arranging in alphabetical order, correct? If you want, you can multiply by 1. Don't swap it, okay? Don't make AE and EA. AE is only one case where 2 places are selected out of 6 places. Then remaining 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. 6C2 you can calculate. 6 into 5 by 2. 6 into 5. 30 by 2. 15 it is. 4 factorial is 24. Or keep as it is. 4 factorial, keep as it is. 6 factorial you can write 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. 4 factorial is going to cancel, correct? 15 divided by 30 it becomes 1 minus 15 by 30. 4 factorial cancels. 1 minus 15 by 30 is half. 1 minus half is half. So answer is option A. Question asked on 28th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2025. Move on to the next. 2 balls are selected at random one by one without replacement from a bag containing 4 white and 6 black balls. So there are 4 white and 6 black balls. Probability that the first selected ball is black, given that the second selected ball is also black, is m by n, where GCD of m and n is 1. You have to find m plus n is equal to how much. So identified that this is a problem based on the Bayes theorem. Okay, want to find the probability that the first ball selected is black, given that under the condition that second ball selected is also black. Okay, so we'll take the events E1 and E2. E1 is the event that the white ball is selected. E2 be the event that black ball is selected for the first time. Okay, question is based on the Bayes theorem. E1 be the event that white ball is selected for the first time. White ball is selected. White ball is selected for the first time. E2 be the event that black ball is selected for the first time. Black ball is selected for the first time. This is okay. What is the chance of selecting the first ball as white? Probability that the first ball selected is white is number of white balls divided by total number of balls. Probability that the first ball selected is black is how much? Number of black balls divided by total number of balls. Correct? Let A be the event that second ball selected is also black. Okay, and they told it is without replacement. That's a key word, important. Without replacement is there. So A be the event that second ball selected is black. Second ball selected is black. What we have to find is probability that the first ball selected is black, and is event E2, correct? E2, and under the condition that the second ball selected is also black. That means you have to find P of E2 given A. What we need to find is P of E2 given A. Probability that the first ball selected is black given that under the condition that second ball selected is also black. I have to find P of E2 given A according to Bayes theorem. So this is by Bayes theorem we can write the formula P of E2 into P of A by E2 divided by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2 by using Bayes theorem. We have this formula. What is P of E2? P of E2 is 6 by 10, which is 3 by 5, correct? We can write this as 3 by 5. This is 2 by 5. P of E2 is 3 by 5 into. What is P of A by E2? Probability that the second ball selected is black under the condition that the first ball selected is black. Correct? P of A by E2 means what? Probability that second ball selected is black under the condition that the first ball selected is black and it is without replacement. So number of balls becomes less. First ball is taken out, it is not replaced back. Total number of balls in the bag is 10. Now it becomes 9 now. Number of balls left is 9. What is the probability of getting the second ball as black under the condition that the first ball is black? First ball taken out is black. So number of black balls left in the bag is going to be 5 because one ball is taken out. So 5 black balls are left, correct? Because first ball taken out is black. Under that condition, I am finding out what is the probability of the second ball is black. So it is 5 by 9. Number of black balls in the bag will be 5 after taking the first ball is out after taking the first ball as black divided by P of E1, that is 2 by 5 into P of A by E1, probability that the second ball is black under the condition that the first ball is white. First ball is white. So number of balls anyway becomes less. No, it becomes 9 because one ball is taken out and that two white ball is taken out. So number of black balls in the bag is 6. So chance of getting the second ball as black under the condition that the first ball is white, that is 6 by 9. P of E2 already we got 3 by 5 and P of A by E2 is 5 by 9. Simplify this. You can simplify it. 5 into 9, the denominator is common, right? 5 into 9 in the denominator is common. So numerator will be, you can take 1 by 5 into 1 by 9 common and cancel it. Numerator is 3 into 5, 15. Denominator is 2 into 6, 12 plus 5 into 3, 15. So this is equal to how much? 15 divided by 27, which is cancel with 3 table. 3 5s are, 3 9s are. It is in the simplest form. So I can tell GCD is m, GCD of m comma n is 1. I want in the form of m by n, where m and n is GCD 1. That means it is in the simplest form. Further, you cannot simplify it. GCD is greatest common divisor. Greatest common divisor of m and n is 1. That means it is not further possible to simplify. So if we compare, m is equal to 5, n is equal to 9. Therefore, m plus n, 5 plus 9, which is equal to 14. Option B. Question on Bayes theorem. It's a quite simple question asked on 22nd of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. Hope it's clear. Move on to the next one. A coin toss 3 times. Let x denote the number of times a tail follows head. Mu and sigma square denote the mean and variance of x. Find the value of 64 times mu plus sigma square. So this is a question based on the random variable. Okay. So identify the concept first, whether it's classical definition of probability or it is theorem of total probability or Bayes theorem or conditional probability, independent events, many topics are there, correct? This is a question based on random variable, okay? So x denotes the number of times a tail follows it. A coin is tossed 3 times. When a coin is tossed 3 times, write the sample space first. So we'll write the sample space for coin is tossed 3 times. Sample spaces S is equal to all 3 can be head, all 3 can be head, all 3 can be tail, or it can be 2 head, 1 tail, H, H, T, H, T, H. correct? Then we can have THH, TTH, THT, HTT, correct? All three heads, all three tails, two head, one tail, correct? 2H, 1T, 2H, 1T, 2H, 1T, TTH, two tails, one head, these three. So 8 outcomes are there in the sample space. X denote the number of times a tail follows head. So tail should follow head, means tail comes after head. It should be head first, then tail. Where you can see head, tail, that you see. So here tail follows head is 0 here. So I can write the random variable x with the corresponding probability values. So x can take which values? Here after head tail is not there. So 0. Value of x is 0 here. Here also value of x is 0. Because after head tail should come. HT. Can you find HT or not to see? Tail is following head. Here there is no head, no tail. Here there is no head. So that sentence is not possible. So x will be 0 here. Here tail follows head means HT. Whether it is the HT is there. So x value is 1. Here HT is there. X value is 1. HT is not there. So x value is 0. Here also HT is not there. Here also this is 0. HT is there. Here HT is there. So where HT is there the value of x becomes 1. Correct? Here the value of x is 0. I'll write it if you want. The value of x is equal to 0. Because they said x denote the number of times a tail follows head. Means after head, tail should come. Tail is following head, means head first, then tail. Here also x value is 0. Correct? Here HT is the tail follows head, that is there. Once it follows. X is equal to 1. Here HT is there, correct? That means x is equal to 1. HT is there means the value of x is 1. HT is not there. So here x value is 0. Here HT is not there. Correct? TH is there. I want HT. So here it is 0. Here HT is there. Correct? So value of x is 1. HT is there means value of x is 1. Here HT is there means value of x is 1. Okay? So like this we have. So I can write the values x with p of x values. So I'll write the distribution table x with p of x values. X can take values 0 and 1, correct? P of x values are p of x is either how much? X equal to 0. X can take values 0 and 1 only. X can take values 0 and 1. P of x value is how much? Probability that x equal to 0 is how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cases. 4 out of 8. So p of x is half. Correct? And x equal to 1 is also for 4 cases. So probability that x equal to 1 is 4 by 8, which is 1 by 2. This is the probability distribution table. This is the probability distribution table. I wrote the probability distribution table. X with p of x. X equal to 0, p of x is half. X equal to 1, p of x is half. Correct? For x equal to 0, probability of x how much? That means x equal to 0 will take for 4 cases, no? 4 out of 8. Sample space is 8 outcomes. P of x equal to 0 is 4 possibilities where x can take 0 out of 8. So 4 by 8 is half. So P of x equal to 1 also same way. And some of the probabilities will be equal to 1 always whenever you write the distribution table. This is called as the probability distribution table. Note that this topic is deleted from the NCERT textbook, but it is there for JEE exams. Please make a note of this. Every year we can find this kind of question. From even in 2024 also, questions were asked on random variable. Okay. So this is a probability distribution table for the random variable x. Want to find mu and sigma square. Mu is what? Mu denote the mean and sigma square is variance. How to find mean? Mean is mu. This is summation of x into p of x. Mean is mu, which is equal to summation of x into p of x. That means sum of the products. 0 into half, 0 into half plus 1 into half. 0 into half is 0, 1 into half is half. So mu is half. Variance. Sigma square denotes the variance. Variance is the formula. Expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Variance is sigma square, which is equal to summation of x square into p of x minus summation of x into p of x the whole square. is equal to 0 square into half plus 1 square into half, correct? Summation of x square into p of x. 0 square into half plus 1 square into half. This is squaring the value of x and multiplying. Summation of x square into p of x minus summation of x into p of x already we got here. That is half, correct? This is half the whole square. How much you get? 0 into half is 0. 1 square into half is half. Half minus 1 by 4. Half minus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. So I got mu and sigma square. What I need to find is 64 into mu plus sigma square. Therefore, required answer right here. 64 into mu plus sigma square, which is equal to 64 into mu is the mean, which we got half. Sigma square is the variance, we got it as 1 by 4. Correct? 64 into half plus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. 4 ones are 4 16s are 16 into 3, which is equal to 48. Answer is 48, option D. Question asked on 22nd of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. Very simple question. This type of questions were found in the NCERT book, old NCERT book. It was the exercise 13.4 on random variable. Please work out the problems. If you take the old NCERT book, if you solve those problems based on the random variable, finding the mean and variance was commonly asked questions in that exercise. So if you work out that, you will get a hold in the problems of this type, so that you can easily crack these questions, okay? And there are some easy topics for JEE Mains. I'll tell you, I'll list out which are easier topics so that you can answer at least 15 questions out of 25. I've seen students cracking good score in physics and chemistry, but not in mathematics. That can be solved easily. That problem can be solved by taking only easier topics, and you can answer 15 questions out of 25 will be a very good score and get 99 percentile definitely. And physics and chemistry, many students are getting 23 questions correct, 24 questions correct out of 25, but maths they're lagging behind. So if you want to improve, you pick out all the easier topics. This is one easier topic of random variable, and statistics is one easy topic. It's a very easy, finding mean and variance they ask, okay? So statistics is another topic where it's very easy topic, and even this random variable, Bayes theorem, theorem of total probability, all those things are easier topics. So we can pick out all the easier topics, and there is quadratic equations also in first PO. That is also not there in the NCERT book right now. Okay, it's deleted, but it's there for JEE Mains. So all such topics you can take and work out. Becomes easy. Okay, please make a note of this. Finding a mean and variance of a random variable. Okay, random variable is x, and p of x is corresponding probability value. If you write the table x with p of x is called as probability distribution table. Okay, so please make a note of this. On to the next one. One die has two faces marked 1, two faces marked 2, one face marked 3, and one face marked 4. Another die has one face marked 1, two faces marked 2, two faces marked 3, and one face marked 4. The probability of getting the sum of the numbers to be 4 or 5 when both the dice are thrown together. So two dice are thrown, both are special dice here, correct? You must note that both are special die. They're not having numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one die I'll call either A, okay? One die which is A I'll call. It has numbers, two faces are marked 1. If you're writing sample space for this, it is 1, 1. Two faces are marked 1. Two faces are marked 2. Two faces are marked 2, and one face is marked 3. Another face is marked 4. Even B, if you're writing the sample space for this, it has what? Another die has one face marked 1. One face is marked 1. Two faces are marked 2, 2, 2. And two faces are marked 3. Two faces are marked 3. And one face is marked 4. Okay? Probability of getting the sum of the numbers to be 4 or 5. You want to find out. So when is the sum equal to 4 or sum equal to 5 to find out? So probability that required is sum of the numbers is 4 or sum is equal to 5. Probability that sum is 4 or sum is 5. So when is sum equal to 4 possible? When you get 1 on the first die, 3 on the second. 1 plus 3 is 4, correct? Sum is equal to 4, you can find out. Sum is equal to 4 is possible when you get 1 on the first die, 3 on the second die. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, correct? 3 plus 1 is 4, correct? 4 is possible. 1 plus 3, 3 plus 1, 2 plus 2. 5 is, sum is 5 possible when you get 1 plus 4, 1, 4, 4, 1 or 2, 3, 3, 2, correct? Probability that sum is equal to 4 is equal to probability that sum is equal to 4 possible when you get 1 comma 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1, 2 comma 2, correct? 1 on the first die, 3 on the second die, 3 on the first die, 1 on the second die, 2 on the first, 2 on the second. In these 3 cases, sum is equal to 4. When is sum 5 possible? 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, correct? 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4 plus 1 is 5. Probability that sum is 4, correct? Here, what is the chance of getting 1 on the first die? Chance of getting 1 on the first die is 2 by 6, correct? 2 out of 6. Chance of getting 3 on the second die is also 2 by 6. Plus, or means plus. Chance of getting 3 on the first die, that is 1 by 6. Chance of getting 1 on the second die, that is also 1 by 6. Chance of getting 2 on the first die is 2 by 6. Because 2 is appearing 2 times on 2 phases. Chance of getting 2 on the second die is also 2 by 6. Chance of getting 2 on the first die is how much? 2 by 6. Chance of getting 3 on the second die is 2 by 6. Chance of getting 3 on the first die, 1 by 6. Chance of getting 2 on the second die is 2 by 6. Chance of getting 1 on the first die is 2 by 6, 2 out of 6. Chance of getting 4 on the second die is 1 by 6. Chance of getting 4 on the first die is 1 by 6. Chance of getting 1 on the second die is 1 by 6. Correct? They are independent. So I am using the concept of independent events and getting multiplying it. Correct? This is 4 by 36 plus 1 by 36 plus 4 by 36 plus 4 by 36. Multiply numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. 2 by 36 plus 2 by 36 plus 1 by 36. Take denominator common denominator 36. Add the numerators 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 2 15, 15 plus 2 17 plus 1 18, 18 by 36, which is equal to 1 by 2. Question asked on 23rd of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. Very simple question and that's a nice question. There are two special dies here. First die is having 2 phases 1, 2 phases 2, 1 phase 3, 1 phase 4. Accordingly, I wrote the probability of the event. Probability of getting 1 is 2 by 6, 2 out of 6. Probability of getting 3 on the second die, 2 times 3, so 2 by 6. Hope you understand. Very simple question. Move on to the next one, correct? Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one, question number 7. A board has 16 squares as shown in the figure. Out of these 16 squares, 2 squares are chosen at random. The probability that they have no side in common. There are 16 squares here as shown in the figure. Okay. We want to select 2 squares. 2 squares are selected out of 16 squares. In how many ways you can select 2 squares out of 16 squares? Selection means combination. We can select in 16 C2 ways. N of S is equal to 16 C2. Okay, 16 C2. Probability that they have no side in common. 2 squares are selected. What is the probability that they have no side in common? Required is probability that no side is common. No side in common. No side in common. Probability that no side in common means 1 minus probability that there is at least one side is common. At least one side is common. At least one side is common. Correct? 1 minus. Find out the probability that there is at least one side common. See, you concentrate on the first row here, okay, along the horizontal strip. So, there are 4 squares in the first row, correct? In the first row, there are 4 squares. Each row has 4 squares. Concentrate along the horizontal row, horizontal strip. Here, these 2 squares will share one common side, correct? These 2 will share one common side. These 2 will share one common side. So if you count like that, in the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my figure has, sorry, 1 square extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 square, there's 16 squares. Okay, cut this. This is not there, okay? 16 squares. I've drawn 20 squares here. There's a mistake. There are 16 squares, okay? Small mistake in the question. 16 squares you consider, not 20 squares. Okay, there are 16 squares. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 squares are there. Okay, if you concentrate on the first row, okay, along the horizontal, okay, the first 2 squares will share one common side. Second and third squares share one common side. Third and fourth will share one common side. So along the horizontal direction, first row, there are 3 possibilities where they can have the 2 squares selected can have a common side. Likewise in the second row also, third row also, fourth row also. Correct? So that means if you want, you can redraw that figure if you want. See, if you draw the figure like this. If you are concentrating along the horizontal direction, if you take these 2 squares, suppose these 2 squares are selected, this side is common, correct? This side is common. They'll have, these 2 squares will have one side as common. If these 2 are selected, this is common. If these 2 are selected, this side is common. So I can have 3 possibilities where the 2 sides will have one common side. Same way here, if these 2 are selected, this is one common side. If these 2 are selected, one common side. If these 2 squares are selected, this is a common side, correct? Like that, this is common side. This is a common side, like this. So there are 12 possibilities, 12 cases are possible where 2 squares selected will have one side common. And if we consider along the vertical direction, if you want to, you can use another ink. Along the vertical direction, these 2 squares are selected, this will be common. If these 2 are selected, this is common. If these 2 are selected, this is common. Correct? 3 possibilities where the 2 squares selected will have one side common. These 2 can have common. Correct? If these 2 are selected, this is common. If these 2 are selected, this side is common. If these 2 are selected, this side is common. Likewise, this side can be common for these 2. This side can be common for these 2. This side can be common for these 2. Like this. Totally we have 12 plus 12, correct? So 12 plus 12, that is 24. 12 plus 12. 24 possibilities are there where the 2 sides selected will have at least one side common. So 12 in the horizontal direction, 12 in the vertical direction. So 12 plus 12, 24 divided by, and sample space is 16C2. So this is equal to 1 minus 12 plus 12 is 24. And 16C2 is how much? 16 into 15 divided by 2. Correct? This 2 will go up. And just remaining is calculation part. 24 into is 48. 2 goes up, 24 to is 48 divided by 16 into 15. 16 ones are, 16 threes are, 3 ones are, 3 fives are. 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is answer. 12 plus 12, 24. 16 C2 is 16 into 15 by 2 because we have the formula NC2. NC2 is n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial is 2. So 16 C2 is 16 into 15 by 2. This 2 goes up 48. 16 ones are 16 threes are. 3 ones are 3 fives are. 1 minus 1 by 5. 4 by 5. Option B is answer. Question asked on 23rd of January, second shift, JEE in 2025, based on the combinations. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. A and B alternately throw a pair of dice. A wins if he throws a sum of 5 before B throws a sum of 8. And B wins if he throws a sum of 8 before A throws a sum of 5. Probability that A wins if A makes the first throw. So we have to find probability that A is going to win and A is starting the game. Okay. A and B alternately throw a pair of dice. A is going to win if he gets a sum of 5. A and B throw, both of them are throwing a pair of dice. Sample space will have 36 outcomes. Correct? Sample space will have 36 outcomes. N of S is equal to 36. So when can A get sum as 5? Sample space has 36 outcomes. If you want, you can write sample space in short. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, like this it goes on till 1, 6. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, etc. 2, 6. 6, 1, 6, 2, dot 6, 6. Sample space is here. Okay. And possibility A is going to win if he throws a sum of 5. So chance of getting 5. Probability that A wins. Probability that A wins how much? A is going to win if he is getting the sum of the numbers on the pair of dice as 5. So probability of getting 5 is how much? Probability of sum is equal to 5. A wins if he gets sum as 5. Chance of getting 5 is what? What are the possibilities when sum is equal to 5? When he gets 1, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2. These are the possibilities where sum can be equal to 5, which is 4 out of 36. 4 out of 36, which is 1 by 9. Sum is equal to 5. Probability that B is going to win. Probability that B wins. B wins if sum is equal to 8. Sum is equal to 8. Sum is 8 possible when you get 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, correct? 4, 4. These are the possibilities where sum can be equal to 8, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 possibilities out of 36. Sum is equal to 8 is possible, which is 5 by 36. 2 plus 6, 8. 6 plus 2, 8. 3 plus 5, 5 plus. Don't take 1, 7. 7 is not there on the die, correct? Don't take such numbers. 4 and 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. So probability that A wins is 1 by 9. Probability that B wins is 5 by 36. So A is going to start the game first. A throws first, and we want the game is going to stop when A is going to win. So there are many cases here, correct? The probability that A wins if A makes the first throw. So when A wins, no, the game stops. Starting from A. So A is going to throw the die first, the pair of dice. So the possibilities are required probabilities required probability is probability that A wins. Probability that A wins. I'll write P of A. Okay. P of A wins. A wins. P of A. The game is over. Suppose A does not wins, then B will get a chance to throw. Correct? In that case, B also does not win. Then A will get a chance. Correct? Because they're throwing the die alternately. A, B, like that. They throw the pair of dice alternately. A will throw first. If A wins, game is over. B does not get a chance. If A loses, then B will throw the die, pair of dice. B loses, then A will throw again. A will get a chance. So like that, A or A, B, A, like that. So A loses, then B will get a chance. B also loses, then A will get a chance. E may win, the game is over. Correct? Like this. It goes on. Like that I can continue. A loses, B will get a chance. B loses and A will get a chance. A again loses, B will get a chance. B again loses, A will get a chance. A may win, like this. P of A. Like this it goes on up to infinity. It's an infinite series. Infinite geometric series it forms actually. This forms an infinite geometric series. P of A how much? P of A is 1 by 9. A wins 1 by 9. Plus A does not win. 1 minus 1 by 9. That is 8 by 9. B does not win. Complement of this. P of B is 5 by 36. P of B complement is 1 minus 5 by 36, which is 31 by 36. 31 by 36. Probability that A wins, that is 1 by 9. Like this it goes on. Next, A does not win, that is 1 minus 1 by 9, 8 by 9. A does not win. B does not win, that is 31 by 36. A does not win, that is 8 by 9. B does not win, that is 31 by 36. Here finally A is going to win, that is 1 by 9. Like this it goes on up to infinity. This forms sum to infinity of geometric series. We know A by 1 minus R. Sum to infinity of geometric series formula I am going to use. S infinity is equal to A by 1 minus R, where common ratio lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Common ratio lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Correct? So here, if you find the first term is 1 here, common ratio is second term by first term. Correct? Or third term by second term. If you want, you can simplify this. 1 by 9 into, here this is 8 by 9 square into 31 by 36. You do second term by first term, or you do third term by second term, it will be constant. Okay? If you are doing second term by first term, what do you get? Ratio. Second term is 8 into 31 divided by 9 into 36 into 9. Correct? Second term 8 into 31 by 9 into 36 into 1 by 9. First term is 1 by 9. 9 cancels. So what do you get? 8 into 31 by 9 into 36. That's a common ratio. This is going to be the common ratio. Applying sum to infinity formula, A by 1 minus R. A is the first term. First term is how much? 1 by 9 divided by 1 minus common ratio how much? 8 into 31 by 9 into 36. 8 into 31. 8 into 31 is how much? 8 into 31 by 9 into 36. I'll write that step. 8 into 31 divided by 9 into 36. Correct? 31 into 8 is, you can do the calculation. 31 into 8. 8 ones are 8. 8 into 3 is 24. So 248. Correct? 31 into 8 is 248. And 9 into 36 is 324. Correct? So this will be 1 by 9 divided by 1 minus 31 into 8 is 248 divided by 324. 248 divided by 324. Simplify this. What we get? 1 by 9 divided by, LCM is 324. 324 minus 248. That will be 52 plus 24, 76. 76 by 324 will get. 76 divided by 324. Simplified, 324 will go up, correct? Otherwise you can cancel with the 9 table. 9 ones are, 9 threes are is 27, 9 ones are, 9 ones are, 9 threes are is 27, 5 carry, 54, 9 6 are, correct? So this 36 will go up, 36 divided by 76. You can cancel with 4 table. 4 9s are 36, 4 19s are 76, 9 by 19. Option C is answer. 9 by 19. Question asked on 24th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2025. Please make a note of this. Using sum to infinity of geometric series, we got the formula. A wins, game is over. A does not win, then B will get a chance. B does not win, then A will get a chance. A wins, game is over. Because we are ending with A wins. We are finding out the probability that A wins. That is the required probability. A should win, not B. So whenever B comes, B is going to lose. Same way we can find probability that B wins. B wins means we can have probability of A does not win, B wins. P of A dash into P of B plus A does not win, B does not win, A does not win, B wins, like that. That also forms a geometric series. If you want, you can find out that also. Probability that B wins. That will be complement of this. Okay. Please make a note of this. Same type of question is found in the NCERT exercise also, in the 12th class NCERT book. Okay. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. A and B are the two events such that P of A intersection is 0.1. P of A by B and P of B by are the roots of this equation. Want to find the value of P of A bar union B bar divided by P of A bar intersection B bar. Okay. So first you find out solve this equation. P of A by B and P of B by are the roots of this equation. Solve the quadratic equation given to us. 12x square minus 7x plus 1 equal to 0. Adding you should get minus 7, multiplying you should get 12, minus 3 minus 4 will do, correct? 12x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. 3x is common. So what we get is 4x minus 1. Minus 1 common, we get 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. 4x minus 1 is common. 4x minus 1 is common into 3x minus 1 equal to 0. A into B 0 means either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. So you get x equal to 1 by 4, x equal to 1 by 3. I'll take P of A by B as 1 by 4 and P of B by as 1 by 3. Okay. We'll take P of A by B. Take P of A by B as 1 by 4 and P of B by A as 1 by 3. From this, by definition of the conditional probability, we know P of A by B is P of A intersection B by P of B. P of A intersection B, P of A intersection B divided by P of B, correct, is equal to 1 by 4. Already P of A intersection B is given to us as 0.1. So I can make use of that. 0.1 is 1 by 10. So I can substitute. P of B is how much? You can cross multiply. P of B is going to be equal to 4 times P of A intersection B. P of B is equal to 4 times P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B is 1 by 10. So 4 into 1 by 10, that is 4 by 10, which is equal to 2 by 5. 0.1 I wrote to 1 by 10. From this, P of B by A, we have the formula P of B intersection A divided by P of A is equal to 1 by 3. Cross multiply, I get P of A is equal to 3 times P of A intersection B. 3 times P of A intersection B, which is equal to 3 times, what is P of A intersection B? 0.1, which is 1 by 10. So this will be 3 by 10. So I got the values of P of A and P of B. Already P of A intersection B is given. I can find out P of A union B also. I want to find the value of this P of A bar union B bar. I'll use a De Morgan's law here. A bar union B bar is what? You must know that A bar union B bar is equal to A intersection B the whole bar. Correct? A intersection B the whole bar. And A bar intersection B bar is what? A bar intersection B bar is equal to A union B the whole bar. It follows by De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law, correct? So I'll be using this and finding out. So P of A bar intersection, P of A bar union B bar required is what? Therefore, P of A bar union B bar divided by P of A bar intersection B bar. This is equal to P of A intersection B the whole bar. Correct? This is P of A intersection B the whole bar. Denominator is P of A union B the whole bar. By definition of complement, P of A dash is 1 minus P of A. So P of A intersection B whole bar is 1 minus P of A intersection B. This is a simple one actually, very simple, just calculation involved here. 1 minus, this P of A union B whole bar is 1 minus P of A union B, which is equal to 1 minus, what is P of A intersection B is given 0.1, that is 1 by 10. This we know already. And P of A union B calculate. What is P of A union B? P of A union B will do here. P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, correct? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A how much? P of A is 3 by 10. P of A is 3 by 10. P of B is 2 by 5. Correct? Minus P of A intersection is 1 by 10. Simplify this. Taking common denominator 10. 3, 5 2s are 2 2s are 4, minus 1. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 minus 1, 6. 6 by 10, which is equal to 3 by 5. Correct? 10 is common denominator. 10 into 1, 1 into 3. 5 2s are 2 2s are 4. 10 into 1, 1. 3 plus 4, 7 minus 1, 6. 6 by 10, which is 3 by 5. 1 minus 3 by 5. 1 minus 1 by 10 is 9 by 10. 1 minus 3 by 5, that will be 2 by 5. 5 1s are 5 2s are, that 2 comes down, becomes 9 by 4. Correct? 5 1s are 5 2s are, that 2 comes down, 2 into 2 becomes 4. 9 by 4 is answer. 9 by 4, option D. Question answered on 22nd of January, second shift, JEE Main 2025. Nice question, but very simple question. Mixing with quadratic equation. Of course, you can interchange the values of P of A by B and P of B by A. P of A given B, I can take 1 by 3. P of B given, I can take 1 by 4. Even though if you interchange, no problem, we'll get the same answer. Hope it's clear. Very simple question, but nice question it is. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Question number 10. Bag 1 contains 4 white balls and 5 black balls. Bag 2 contains n white balls and 3 black balls. One ball is drawn randomly from bag 1 and transferred to bag 2. So bag 1 to bag 2, a ball is transferred. A ball is then drawn randomly from bag 2. If the probability that the ball drawn is white is 29 by 45, then n is equal to how much? So there are two bags, bag 1 and bag 2. Okay, bag 1 contains, there is bag 1 and bag 2. There are two bags. First, identify that this question is based on theorem of total probability. Okay, so both contains white and black balls, bag 1 and bag 2. White balls and black balls. Correct? Bag 1 and bag 2. Bag 1 has how many white balls? 4 white balls and 4 4 white balls and 5 black balls. Bag 2 contains n white balls and 3 black balls. One ball is drawn randomly from the bag 1. It may be white or it may be black. One ball is taken out randomly from the first bag. Okay, it may be white or it may be black, and that ball is transferred to bag 2. Okay, so for us, I'll consider the event E1 and E2, which so that they form the partition of the sample space. That's most important. Whenever you want to apply theorem of total probability and the base theorem, it should form the partition. The events E1, E2 or events E1, E2, E3, they should form the partition of the sample space. So E1 be the event that the ball taken out from the first bag is white. E2 be the event that ball taken out from the first bag is black. Okay, so and the ball is transferred to the bag 2 and the ball is taken out from the second bag. The probability that ball drawn is white is given. So A be the event that ball drawn is white from the second bag. Okay, E1 and E2 be the event that ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. It may be white or it may be black. So E1 is the event that white ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. White ball is transferred. White ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. White ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. E2 be the event that black ball is transferred. Black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Okay. Probability of E1 is how much? Probability of E1. What is the chance of transferring the white ball from bag 1 to bag 2? Number of white balls by total number of balls, correct? So chance of transferring the white ball from the first bag to second bag is 4 by 9. Number of white balls divided by total number of balls. P of E2. Probability that the black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Number of black balls in the first bag is 5. Total number of balls in the first bag is 9. So 5 by 9. If you add this, no, sum of the probability is equal to 1. P of E1 plus P of E2 is 1. Therefore, they form the partition of the sample space. A be the event that the ball taken out from the second bag is white. Okay. A be the event that ball taken out, ball drawn from bag 2 is white. Ball drawn from bag 2. Ball drawn from bag 2 is white. Okay, so that is given actually. From the second bag, the ball is taken out and it is found to be white. That is given. The probability is 29 by 49. Want to find the number of white balls in the second bag. So by using theorem of total probability, P of A, I'll write the formula. By theorem of total probability, we have P of A is equal to P of E1 into P of A by E1, correct, plus P of E2 into P of A by E2. P of A is given 29 by 45, correct? 29 divided by 45 is equal to P of E1, that is 4 by 9, into P of A given E1. What is P of A by E1? Probability that ball drawn from the second bag, from bag 2 is white, under the condition that the white ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. What is the probability of getting the ball from the second bag as white? Okay. Under the condition that the ball transferred from the bag 1 to bag 2 is white. If white ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2, correct? Number of white balls in the second bag is going to be n plus 1. correct? White ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Number of white balls initially in the second bag was n. If one ball white is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2, number of white balls will be n plus 1 divided by total number of balls in the second bag will be n plus 1 plus 3 becomes n plus 4. P of E2 is 5 by 9 multiplied by probability of second ball, the ball drawn from the second bag is white under the condition that the black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Suppose the black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2, number of black balls becomes 4 in the second bag and number of white balls is n only. So total number of chance of getting the white ball from the second bag will be n by n plus 4, correct? Because number of white balls is n only. Black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Black ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. The number of black balls will be 4 in the second bag. And number of white balls is n. So chance of getting the white ball from the second bag under the condition that black ball is transferred is n number of white balls divided by total number of balls n plus 4. Correct? Now we can take 9 as 1 by 9 as common here and cancel it. Correct? So this is 1 by 9 common here. 1 by 9 is common. So numerator will be 4n plus 4 divided by n plus 4. 4 is there, no? 4 I multiply inside. Okay. Now 1 by 9 is taken out. 4 I multiply inside divided by n plus 4. Here also 1 by 9 is taken outside. So 5n divided by n plus 4. This is 29 divided by 45. 9 ones are 9 fives are cancels. Correct? 9 ones are 9 fives are. So this will be 29 divided by 5 is equal to n plus 4 is common denominator here. So add the numerators 4n plus 5n, that is 9n plus 4. 9n plus 4. Cross multiply this and simplify. I'll get the answer. I'll write the remaining part here. 29 into n plus 4, that is 29n plus 29 into 4 is 116 is equal to 5 into 9n, that is 45n plus 5 into 4 is 20. From this 29, 116 minus 20, that is 96. 45n minus 29n, that is 16n. So value of n is how much? 96 divided by 16, which is equal to 6. So value of n is 6 on the question asked on 29th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2025 on theorem of total probability. Simple question, board exam level question, NCERT book level question. It's not a big deal at all. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Bag B1 contains 6 white and 4 blue balls. Bag B2 contains 4 white and 6 blue balls. Bag B3 contains 5 white and 5 blue balls. One of the bags is selected at random and a ball is drawn from it. If the ball is white, then the probability that the ball is drawn from bag 2. This is a question based on the Bayes theorem because there are 3 bags, they form the partition of the sample space. So bag B1 is there, bag B1, bag B1 I'll call, bag B2, bag B3. There are 3 bags here. All the bags are containing white and blue balls. White balls and blue balls. Number of white balls in the first bag is 6. Blue balls is 4. Second bag contains 4 white and 6 blue balls. Third bag contains 5 white and 5 blue balls. Correct? One of the bags is selected at random. So E1, E2, E3. I'll take 3 events. E1 be the event that bag 1 is selected. E2 be the event that bag 2 is selected. E3 be the event that bag 3 is selected. So all are equally likely. So P of E1, P of E2, P of E3, all are 1 by 3, correct? E1 be the event that Bag 1 is selected. Bag B1 is selected. E2 be the event that bag B2 is selected. E3 be the event that bag B3 is selected. So all are equally likely. P of E1 is equal to P of E2 is equal to P of E3 is equal to 1 by 3. Correct? Equally likely. One of the bags is selected at random and a ball is drawn from it and the ball is found to be white. So A be the event that white ball is drawn. A be the event that white ball is taken out. A be the event that white ball is taken out. White ball is drawn. You want to find the probability that the ball was drawn from bag 2. Bag 2 is E2. So want to find P of E2 given E. P of E2 given E. Directly we can tell the answer. See, when there is shortcut is there here. Because you observe that number of balls in each bag is 10, no? 6 plus 4, 10. 4 plus 6, 10. 5 plus 5, 10. Directly I can apply the shortcut. Shortcut is that how many white balls are there in the second bag? Number of white balls in the second bag is 4. Correct? Number of white balls in the second bag is 4. Divided by total number of white balls how much? 15 over 4 by 15 is the answer. Just use a shortcut. This is applicable only when bag 1, bag 2, bag 3 contains equal number of balls. 4 by 15 is the answer. Within 10 seconds we can crack this question. 10 to 20 seconds enough. Half a minute is enough maximum to crack this. Please make a note of this. This shortcut is what? Number of white balls in the second bag by total number of white balls. What I use? Number of white balls in the second bag. Number of white balls in bag 2. In bag B2. Divided by total number of white balls. Total number of white balls. This shortcut is applicable because number of balls in bag 1, total number of balls in each bag is same. 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 4, 10. 5 plus 5, 10. That is because of that condition I can apply this. It's derived from Bayes theorem itself. Okay. If I am doing the actual method, I'll show the method also. By Bayes theorem, you can get the answer because I'm doing in detail all the things, correct? So for the sake of completeness, I'll work out this. P of E2 given E. P of E2 given E is equal to P of E2 into P of A by E2. Correct? Denominator will contain 3 terms here because there are 3 events which form the partition of the sample space. P of E1 into P of A by E1. Correct? P of E1 into P of A by E1. P of E1 into P of A by E1, sorry. P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2 plus P of E3 into P of A by E3. Substitute the values and get the answer. P of E2 is how much? P of E1, P of E2, P of E3. Everything is 1 by 3 into P of A by E2. Probability of getting a white ball from the second bag. Second bag has 4 white balls by total number of balls, 4 by 10. Chance of getting second white ball from the second bag. P of E1 is 1 by 3 into chance of getting the white ball from the first bag, 6 by 10. correct? 1 by 3, P of E2 is 1 by 3. Chance of getting white ball from the second bank, 4 by 10. P of E3 is 1 by 3. Chance of getting the white ball from the third bank, 5 by 10. 1 by 3 into 1 by 10 is common, correct? Everywhere cancels. 1 by 3 into 1 by 10 is found everywhere. So what remains is 4 divided by 6 plus 4 plus 5, which is 4 by 15. Same answer we got. Okay. This shortcut method is applicable when the number of balls in bag 1 is same as number of balls in bag 2, same as number of balls in total number of balls in bag 3. Okay. Question asked on 28th of January, second shift, JEE in 2025. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Question number 12. A equal to Aij be a 2 cross 2 matrix such that Aij belongs to the interval 0, belongs to the set 0, 1 for all I and j. Let the random variable x denote the possible values of the determinant of the matrix A, variance of x. Same type of question was asked on finding the probability that determinant is not equal to 0. That is A was an invertible matrix, correct? Same type of question was that. But here they asked to find the variance of the random variable x. So I'll take a 2 cross 2 matrix. I'll name it as ABCD for convenience. Okay, this is actually A11, A12, A21, A22. I'll name this as ABCD. For convenience, I'll take this as matrix ABCD, which is a 2 cross 2 matrix. Elements are taken from the set containing elements 0 and 1. Sample space will have 2 to the power 4. Each entry can be filled in 2 ways. 2 ways. 2 to the power 4. 16 matrices are possible to construct using these elements 0 and 1. That we know. Let X denote the possible values of the determinant of this matrix. Determinant of this matrix A. Determinant of A is equal to, from this I'll write AD minus BC. AD minus BC. The possible values of determinant are going to be 0, 1 and minus 1. That you can find out if you want. If you take elements as 0, 1 and construct a matrix, 16 matrices are possible. You find out the determinant values. It can be either 0 or 1 or minus 1, 3 possibilities. So therefore the possible values of determinant A are the possible values of determinant of A. Possible values of determinant of A are 0, 1, minus 1, 3 values. Okay. So this is the possible values. Values of X are 0, 1 and minus 1. X denote the possible values of determinant of the matrix. So X can take values 0, 1, minus 1. I need to find P of X values, the corresponding probability values. So I'll write the distribution table like this. X with P of X. It's called as the probability distribution table. 0, 1 and minus 1. When is the determinant value can be equal to 0? Determinant value is 0 under which cases? AD minus BC equal to 0. AD minus BC equal to 0 means AD can be 1, BC can be 1. AD can be 0, BC can be 0. I'll discuss cases when determinant value is equal to 0. Determinant value is 0, I'll discuss here. Okay. AD minus BC, case 1. AD minus BC is equal to 0. When is determinant equal to 0? Determinant equal to 0 is possible when AD is 1, BC is 1. AD is equal to 1 and BC is equal to 1 because 1 minus 1 is 0. Correct? 1 minus 1 is because elements are either 0 or 1. Correct? It's the only possibility. So AD is 1 implies A is 1, D is 1. A is 1, D is 1. BC is 1 possible when B is 1, C is 1. So this is only one case we have where AD is 1, BC is 1. And AD minus BC is 0 possible when AD is equal to 0, BC equal to 0. AD equal to 0, BC equal to 0. AD is equal to 0 is possible when A equal to 0, D equal to 0, A equal to 0, D equal to 0, A equal to 1, D equal to 0, A equal to 0, D equal to 1. In these three cases, AD will be equal to 0 because elements are only 0 and 1, correct? And BC is equal to 0 is possible when B is 0, C is 0. B is 1, C is 0. B is 0, C is 1. For every case in this, there is corresponding 3 ways. For this we have 3 ways. For this we have 3 ways. For this we have 3 ways. Correct? So 3 into 3, 9 cases are possible. 9 cases are possible where AD minus BC equal to 0 with AD equal to 0, BC equal to 0. And A is 1, D is 1, C, B equal to everything, all elements are equal to 1. This is one case. Here I am getting one case. Here I am getting 9 cases. 9 cases. Total there are 10 cases. 1 case here and 9 cases here. 10 cases where determinant value can be equal to 0. So P of x equal to 0. That means determinant value equal to 0 is possible for 10 cases out of 16. Sample space has 16 outcomes, you must know. Sample space has 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the power 4, which is 16. Okay, so 10 out of 16, this is 10 by 16. Determinant value is 1 for how many cases possible? AD minus BC is equal to 1. AD minus BC is equal to 1. AD minus BC is 1 possible when AD is 1, BC is 0. Because 1 minus 0 is 1. AD should be 1, BC should be 0. AD is 1 means what? A is 1, D is 1. That's the only possibility. A is 1, D is 1. BC can be 0. BC can be 0 under 3 cases. B equal to 0, C equal to 0. B equal to 1, C equal to 0. Correct? 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 1 is 0. B equal to 0, C equal to 1. So A equal to 1, D equal to, that's only one possibility there. For this we have 3 cases. Correct? A equal to 1, D equal to 1 with B equal to 0, C equal to 0. A equal to 1, D equal to 1 with B equal to 1, C equal to 0. A equal to 1, D equal to 1 with that B equal to 0, C equal to 3 cases are possible. So determinant value can be 1 for 3 possibilities out of 16. So 3 by 16. Determinant value is minus 1 for which case? Determinant value is minus 1. Determinant value is minus 1. AD minus BC is equal to minus 1. We know 0 minus 1 is minus 1. AD should be 0, BC should be 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. That means AD is 0, AD is equal to 0 and BC is equal to 1. Correct? AD equal to 0. AD equal to 0 is possible for which case? A equal to 0, D equal to 1. Correct? A equal to 1, D equal to 0. A equal to 1, I'll write here. A equal to 1, D equal to 0. And A equal to 0, D equal to 0. 1, 2, 3 cases are possible where AD equal to 0. BC is 1 for only one case. B is 1, C is 1. Correct? So B equal to 1, C equal to 1. For this, it can be A equal to 0, D equal to 1. B equal to 1, C equal to 1 with A equal to 1, D equal to 0. B equal to 1, C equal to 1, A equal to 0, D equal to 0. Here there are 3 cases. So 3 out of 16. Okay. So this is the probability distribution table. I need to find the variance of this. Variance we know how to find. Formula. Variance of x is expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Variance of x. Want to find variance of x. Variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Expectation of x square is what? Summation of x square into p of x. This is summation of x into p of x the whole square. Find out. Do the calculation. X square into p of x, sum of the products. 0 square into 10 by 16, that is 0. Plus 1 square into 3 by 16, that is 3 by 16. Minus 1 square into 3 by 16, that is minus 1 square is 1. 1 into 3 by 16. This is summation of x square into p of x. Summation of x into p of x. 0 into 10 by 16, 0. 1 into 3 by 16. 3 by 16 minus 3 by 16, 0. Correct? 0 plus 3 by 16 minus 3 by 16 the whole square. This is the formula for variance. Expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Expectation of x square is summation of x square into p of x. Square this and multiply. Plus square this and multiply to this. Plus square this and multiply to this. Expectation of x is summation of x into p of x. 0 into this, plus 1 into this, plus minus 1 into this. This will be 0. 3 by 16 plus 3 by 16. 6 by 16 minus 0, which is 6 by 16, which is equal to 3 by 8. Answer is 3 by 8. Option C. Question asked on 29th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2025. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. 3 defective oranges are accidentally mixed with 7 good ones, and on looking at them it is not possible to differentiate between them. 2 oranges are drawn at random from the lot. If x denote the number of defective oranges, find the variance of x. So this is also a question based on finding variance of a random variable. So there are 3 defective oranges and 7 good ones. Out of 10 oranges, 3 are defective. 3 are defective and 7 are good. 3 are defective, 7 are good. Correct? What is given? 2 oranges are drawn at random from the lot, and x denote the number of defective oranges. 2 oranges are drawn out of 10 oranges, which can be done in 10C2 ways. Correct? And they told the x denote the number of defective oranges. So number of defective oranges can be 0 or 1 or 2. X denotes the number of defective oranges. The possible values of x are, the possible values of x are, the possible values of x are 0, 1 or 2. Number of defective oranges can be 0. Number of defective oranges can be 1 or it can be 2. Find out P of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0. Number of defective oranges is 0. X denotes the number of defective oranges. So number of defective oranges is 0. 2 oranges are drawn, correct, from the lot. So sample space will have 10C2. Out of 10 oranges, we are drawing 2 oranges. Favorable outcomes is what? Number of defective oranges is 0. Number of defective oranges is 0. That means they are selecting the 2 oranges which are good only. Number of defective oranges is 0. So 7C2. So no defective oranges are there. So from this they are not taking any orange. From this you take 3C0 into 7C2. 3C0. You are selecting 2 good oranges from the 7 good oranges divided by 10C2. N of A by N of S. 3C0 is 1. 7C2, 7 into 6 by 2. 7 into 6, 42 by 2, 21. And 10C2 is 45. 21 by 45. You can simplify if you want. Otherwise keep as it is. You can write it as 7 by 15. P of x equal to 1. P of x equal to 1 is what? Probability that number of defective orange is 1. So 1 defective, 1 non-defective. Totally you are drawing 2 oranges. So 3C1, 1 defective and 1 good. 3C1 into 7C1 divided by 10C2. 3C1 is 3, 7C1 is 7, 10C2 is 45. This will be how much? 7C1, 21 by 45, so same answer you get. P of x equal to 2. Correct, no? P of x equal to number of defective oranges is 2. Defective oranges 2. 2 defective oranges can be drawn from 3 defective oranges in 3C2 ways. 3C2 into 7C0 divided by 10C2. 3C2 same as 3C1, 3. 7C0 is 1, 10C2 is 45. So you get 3 by 45. So you can simplify this. This is 7 by 15. You can cancel with 3 table. This is also 7 by 15. This is 1 by 15. Want to find the variance of x. Variance of x. You can write the distribution table here. Probability distribution table. X with P of X values is called as the probability distribution table. X with P of X will write. X takes the values 0, 1, 2. P of X values are 7 by 15, 7 by 15 and 1 by 15. Want to find variance of X. Variance of X is formula. Summation of X square into P of X minus summation of X into P of X the whole square. Variance you have to find out. Variance of X. X you can denote small letter, okay, no problem. As given in the question. Is equal to what? Summation of X square into P of X minus summation of X into P of X the whole square. Square this and multiply. 0 square into 7 by 15. 0 square into 7 by 15 plus 1 square into 7 by 15 minus 2 square into 1 by 15 minus summation of X into P of X. 0 into 7 by 15 is 0 plus 1 into 7 by 15 is 7 by 15 plus 2 into 1 by 15, 2 by 15 the whole square. Simplify this. This is 0. 7 by 15 plus 7 by 15, 4 by 15. That will be 11 by 15. 11 by 15 minus here 7 by 15 plus 2 by 15, 9 by 15. 9 by 15 is same as 3 by 5. 3 by 5 square. 3 by 5 square is 9 by 25. LCM of 15 and 25. That will be how much? 75, correct? 15 5s are 25 3s are. 75 is the LCM for this. 15 5s are 75. 5 into 11 is 55. 25 3s are 3 into 9 is 27. Is equal to how much? 28 divided by 75. 28 by 75 is the answer. Option A. Question asked on 28th of January first shift, JEE Main 2025 on question on variance of a random variable. Hope it's clear. Practice the questions of random variable, finding mean, variance and standard deviation. It is there in NCERT exercise 13.4 of the old textbook, not the new NCERT book, because even though it's deleted from the NCERT book, it is there for JEE Mains. Even in 2024 also questions are asked on random variable, okay. If you want to get good practice, you can work out a few questions from NCERT exercise 13.4 of class 12th probability chapter of the old NCERT book. Okay, you can borrow it from the seniors from 2023 or the 22 batch. You can borrow. Their questions are available. Okay. With this, we have completed all the questions of the probability chapter. 13 questions were there altogether. This is 12th one. 13th and 12th both were on random variable. Okay, you can make a table like this. This table is called as probability distribution table. If you write X with corresponding value of P of X is called as probability distribution table. Question number 12 and 13 were on random variable, that is finding variance, and this is a question on Bayes theorem we had. Okay, then here we had one question on theorem of total probability, and this was question on conditional probability we had. This is on independent events with infinite GP, sum to infinity of geometric series A by 1 minus R. And we had one chessboard question, okay, 16 squares were there, selecting 2 squares, okay, with having common side. No common side they asked. I do 1 minus probability that at least one side is common. So having a square with 16 squares, okay. And this is also a question on independent events where we had 2 special die, sum is either 4 or 5 we had. And this question on random variable, that is finding mean and variance on random variable. 3 questions were asked, correct. And this is a question based on Bayes theorem once again. And this is a question based on alphabetical order, so permutations and combinations type of question with probability. And this is on classical definition of probability. Also, you must know the integral powers of I in complex numbers, correct? And the first question was on invertible matrix, that is determinant is not equal to 0. 1 minus probability that determinant equal to 0, taking complement and finding P of A is 1 minus P of A dash. Altogether, we had 13 questions of this January shift probability. Okay, it includes both first PU and second PU topic. Many more videos will be uploaded in the coming days, focusing mainly on JEE mains as well as KCET and also to the board exams. With this, I conclude. Thank you.